Om Shri Sai Ram. From this class, let us study the chapter Natural Resources. There are different type of natural resources. And different type of natural resources are renewable and non-renewable resources, forest resources, water resources, mineral resources, food resources, energy resources, and land resources. Natural resources. Let us now understand what are natural resources. Natural resources include air, water, forests, animals, fishes, marine life. Marine life means the animals which are in the under the sea, animals which are under the ocean, plants which are under the ocean. Biomass, biomass means what we the the biological waste what we put outside. Fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, natural gases, wildlife, renewable energy resources like solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, geothermal energy, etc. So natural resources includes all type of resources. Natural resources includes all type of resources. So inside the natural resources all the other type of resources come. Okay. Prosperity of a nation is dependent on natural resources available in the nation. Let us know what is renewable resource. Renewable energy is energy which generated from natural sources like sun, wind, rain, tides, and can be generated again and again as when required. They are available in plenty and by far most the cleanest resources of the energy available on this planet. So, what is renewable resource? Renewable resource is a resource which can be got again and again. For example, let us take solar energy. You can use the solar energy how much ever you want because the energy which is coming from the sun will never end. You can use the wind energy how much ever you want because the energy which is coming from the wind will never end because wind is always there, so sun is always there. So renewable resources are the resources which which are abundant in nature, which are more in nature. So it will never get empty. So non-renewable resources are resources which will become empty. For example, petrol. Petrol is very less in the earth. So if we consume more petrol, it will become one day empty. Okay. So renewable resources are not like that. What is the example for the renewable resources? Those are solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, hydroelectricity, energy, and tidal energy. Let us discuss all these things. Solar energy is got from the sun. So we have solar panels on our roof, on the roof of the house. Through the solar energy, we can heat the water, we can generate electricity. So from wind energy we can generate electricity. And geothermal energy. What is geothermal energy? Under the earth there is there is something called molten lava. Molten lava is a uh, molten lava is a liquid fire which is under the earth, which is of very high temperature. Using that we will generate electricity and we can also heat many things on the earth. Next one is hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity is using using waterfalls and water we can generate electricity. Bioenergy means there is something called gobar gas. In the gobar gas we will decompose all the biodegradable all the organic substances, and by decomposing that a gas comes which is known as methane. Through that gas we will generate electricity and also heat. Next one is tidal energy. Tide means the waves in the ocean. Tide means waves in the ocean. Through tidal energy, we can generate electricity. We can generate electricity. Now let us understand what is non-renewable energy resources. A non-renewable resource is a natural resource that cannot be remade or regrown at the scale comparable to its consumption. What is the meaning of this? For example, petrol. Through petrol we get lot of energy and we can ride vehicles. But petrol is very less in the earth. You cannot get petrol everywhere. So if you consume more petrol, it will become empty one day. That's why it is known as non-renewable. It cannot be got. It cannot be got again and again. So it is known as non-renewable energy. What are the example for non-renewable energy? First one is gas. The cooking gas. Next one is coal. Next one is oil. Another one is nuclear energy. For what is cooking gas? This cooking gas is got while mining the petrol. While we mine the petrol, when we take away the petrol from the earth, we get something called cooking gas, which is made up of butane, a gas called butane. If we consume more cooking gas, it will become empty one day. We will not get that cooking gas or butane everywhere. So it will become empty. And coal is also a non-renewable energy. It is not available everywhere. It is only available in some parts inside the earth. And also oil. Oil means petrol, diesel, all these things. And nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is also is also an energy which is not abundant in nature. For example, uranium, plutonium, all these are examples for nuclear energy. This is also not available in nature. So these are the examples for non-renewable resources. Now let us understand forest resources. The energy which we get from the forest is known as forest resources. So what are all the forest resources? The wood of a tree, the leaves of the tree are known as forest resources. So what is forest resources? Scientists estimate that India should ideally have 33% of land under forests. Today we have only about 12%. Thus we need not only protect existing forests but also increase the forest cover. So forest resources, through forest resources we can get more heat, we can get more energy. Through that we can burn many things, we can generate heat, we can burn many things, we can get medicine through forest. Through forest we can get medicine because there are many medicinal trees and plants. There are many things which we can get from the forest. But if we consume forest resources continuously, the forest will become empty one day. So we will not get any energy more. And forest is needed for our nature because it is protecting our nature. So what they are saying here is India should have at least 33% of forest. But here we find only 12% of forest existing in India. That's why the forest resources is becoming less and less. This is what it indicates. Now let us understand what are the uses of forest resources. They stop the rain-bearing winds and cause rainfall. They increase moisture content in the atmosphere and thereby provide additional precipitation in the locality. So forest provides lots of wind which cause the rainfall, and the trees in the forest release moisture inside the atmosphere which causes rainfall, and they minimize the extreme variation of climatic condition. Means Sometime there will be lot of drought where there are no rain, the farmers cannot grow anything. Sometimes there are more rain when there are floods. So to stop both the things we need forests. So they, next one is they control floods during heavy rain by absorbing excess of rainwater. So forests control the floods. Floods means overflow of rivers. They prevent soil erosion by checking the force of flowing water. Soil erosion means the through overflow of water, the topsoil will wash away. That is what is soil erosion. So the forest prevents soil erosion. Okay, the trees inside the forest hold the soil very tight and they prevent soil erosion. The thick roots of the trees absorb large quantity of water, thus forest help in the flow of rivers and streams. So the forest help the soil and the ground to absorb water from the rain, and they absorb water from the rain through the soil. These trees in the forest, what they do, they help the soil to absorb water from the rain, and the level of water increases inside the ground, and this generates rivers and streams, uh, which is helpful to human being. So this is enough for today. Thank you.